Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I want to talk to you guys about Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. So there's been a lot of videos about the new terrain detail, career mode, and the amazing graphics that the new sim is going to have for the new release. Now, I had a chance to test out the Tech Alpha, and I know it was a short period of time, so I had to kind of quickly go through it all with the time that I had available. And I chose to kind of fly around the Caribbean because that's one of the places that I enjoy flying around the most. So I took a look at the water masking, and I'm going to show you a couple of things that I found. And again, keep in mind that this was the Tech Alpha, so this is not the final release. There's obviously things here that are going to change based upon what I've seen. There's a lot of good things. There's still a couple things that need some work, but let's get into it and I'll show you guys what I mean. So the first place that I flew to was Bora Bora in the French Polynesia. This is one of my favorite locations, and as I flew around I can see that the water masking wasn't that different from what we currently have in the sim in 2020, so I don't think this area was updated. I did see some terrain detail popping in, so I think this is part of that new terrain mesh that we're all excited for. So then I started looking at the Caribbean islands, and you can see that the water masking has a huge coverage now. So with that being said, I know that there was a world update for the Caribbean islands in Flight Sim 2020. So I decided to go over here to the northern part of Cuba, and we're looking at the Veradero Strip. And I know it didn't get much love in that update, but I can see here that there is more coverage now with more water masking. The difference that I see here is that the water masking still has these overlapping kind of tiles, and there are some parts of it that look clear and sharp, and then you have these other parts that kind of merge into it which are a little bit more blurry. Now I don't know if this is like a new technique from Microsoft just to kind of give us that same feel all the way across, but so far it's, from what I've seen, it looks good. And again, there are still some areas as we fly around that we can see where there is no detail. There you start to get that kind of blurry water texture, and then it goes back to being sharp and clear again. So again, this area, I'm not 100% sure. It's hard to tell if it's been updated or not, but I do feel like there is a lot more coverage. And here is Turks and Caicos. This is another popular tourist destination. Now as I fly over, this looks great from high above, but as you get closer to the island, you'll see a lot of layered textures kind of popping through. I'm not sure, there's just something that looks wrong about this water masking. I think it's double layered and the lines between land and the water are kind of washed out or something. I don't know exactly what it is, but something doesn't seem right about this water masking, even though it does look great from high above. Now let's take a quick look at the Bahamas. So I know this is a very difficult process for Microsoft to implement these water masks. I know there's a lot of coverage, and from my understanding from the Q&As, I know that Jorg Newman had mentioned that a lot of this has to be done manually in order to make it look right. So I get it. I just wish that they didn't implement water masking into the sim, and then the next time you go to fly there, the water masking has been removed. Or if there's an update, new water masking comes in and it looks worse than the one before. As an example, this area here that you see on screen used to look amazing. This was one of my favorite places to fly. But as you can see with the update, all these like X's or lines that have gone through, that was because with the new satellite data, it looks like there was clouds probably in the way or some sort of obstructions, and I guess using the technique they were using, a lot of that was blocked out, and now you had like these weird lines going through. And now here's St. Barts, one of my other favorite islands to fly over, and as you can see with the last update, some things got better, some things got worse. And now as you can see, the water masking is kind of all over the place. You got some blurry textures, you got some sharp textures, and indifferences in color. And lastly, I just want to show you guys the Florida Keys, because I believe this is one area that did not have water masking in 2020. But from the Tech Alpha, I can see that they've incorporated it now, and it looks really good from a high end when you fly down low. So this is a nice new addition. It looks really, really nice, and I'm looking forward to flying over this area. So again, guys, everything that I've mentioned in this video, I know Microsoft hasn't really spoken much about the water masking. A lot of it is just my opinion and what I've seen. Please remember that things may change when the final version gets released. And, you know, let's look forward to a great new sim in 2024. So that brings us to the end of this video, guys. I hope it was informative and you guys like what you saw. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. And we'll see you guys on the next one.